Remember, we talked about our flight to Florida, the family, the Palatniks. We flew from Baltimore to Fort Lauderdale recently, and it was quite a dramatic flight. Why? Because a man, about 20 minutes in, was having a heart attack, and this religious Jewish doctor really saved his life. But what happened on the flight also was a little unsettling. Here he had this man laid out in the aisle on an IV drip. It was very dramatic, very intense. And they announced on the Southwest Airline flight a couple of times, we're sorry that we cannot serve refreshments on this plane during this flight because of the emergency. I know it's hard to believe, but people on the plane were complaining that they didn't get their Diet Coke. Well, one of my children said, somebody beside them said, well, okay, you can't bring the cart down, but of course you could still bring me my drink. And they were, are you kidding? You didn't get your Diet Coke? When he was laid out in the aisle, I was singing Tehillim, Psalms. My daughter in another part of the plane said she was doing the same thing. When we landed, they announced there's going to be a delay in terms of getting off the plane because the paramedics had to come on and take this man off. So they said there's going to be a delay. As soon as we landed, the woman beside me turned on her cell phone, and I couldn't help but overhear the conversation that she had with somebody saying, yes, I've landed, yeah, I'm here, but there's going to be a delay because this guy, whatever, there was an emergency and the paramedics have to come on, I'm going to be a little bit late, everything happens to me. Everything happens to you? This man was hovering between life and death. The doctor had to not only save his life, but make the call. Do we land in another city or do we go on to Florida? And he was able to stabilize him, and we were able to go on to the flight to Florida. And you didn't get your Diet Coke? And you're delayed getting off the plane? What do you think this family, the family of the man who was having the heart attack, were thinking? Were they worried about their Diet Coke? Were they worried about the delay? Come on. We all have to get out of ourselves. Really? The Diet Coke? Really? Everything happens to you? Well, we should all be thinking on that plane, all of us who observed this, thank God this was not happening to us. And please God, he should be well. I'm Lori, Almost Life.